I said it before and I'll say it again. Keep calm and keep calm se calm. MS is there. Don't worry about it, man. He's going to get the job done. Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Live. India has won the 3-match ODI series against Australia. Won it 2-1. Took it really sort of right till the end. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. I have Ajay, Jadeja and Zaheer Khan here with me. Boy, they gave us a few sort of spikes in our blood pressure, didn't they?
Sorry.
You see, Ajay's still getting them. Like, Ajay, I got you covered, brother. There you go.
Thanks.
Some water. Till then, Zach will talk.
But as promised, the scoreline is 2-1.
That's right.
We said it's going to be 2-1.
It is 2-1. Zahir and me did say it was 2-1. This morning we were a little worried because it was raining, so it could have come wrong, but no. We got that right. It is 2-1, and happily, it is 2-1 in the favor of India. And there you go. Well, if you just see that real quick, Aaron Finch put into bat by Virat, who won the toss. 230 is all they could struggle to. Got all out with still 8 deliveries left in the innings. Chahal, of course, picking up 6 wickets, having a great day, coming back to India colours after a while. Sat out, I think, 9 of the last 10 white ball matches India's played. And then India should not have taken it so deep, but then what MS Dhoni thinks only MS Dhoni knows. At the end of the day, he gets the job done. So that's what matters. He was not out at 87. Jadhav on the other side, not out with 61, of course, doing really well. Jadhav again coming back into the team. So come back, kids, today. Huh? Jadhav comes back in the team, stays not out, scores 60 odd. Chahal comes back in the team, picks up 6 wickets. And MS Dhoni has a little comeback to his detractors.
Look, that's for the detractors to worry about.
Yeah.
You know, people here actually enjoy my.
We are his tractors. We enjoy the harvest.
we enjoy the harvest. So, but 2 pluses, like you said. I think the way Indian teams looked at this series or this game, they got these 2 guys in, both doing exceptionally well. So a big plus, and it just shows that you know your bench strength that we keep talking about. So people who've been left out are not because of just sheer performances or something that's gone wrong, but you have a bench strength of this quality. That Kedar Jadhav just comes off the bench, first time playing in Australia, first international game in Australia. Not an easy situation when he walked in, but still manages to do it so easily.
Yeah,
he has a man at the other end. See, it's a partnership, and you can now see the effect of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Its numbers haven't changed. It's still 77. So anybody who was complaining a few months ago or now can still complain, because if you just look at the numbers, you will still have something to complain because it's still under 70 strike rate. The idea is to win the game.
Well, so according to me, he is
not
like
out throughout the series.
He's not out throughout the series because the first ODI, that dismissal, totally outside leg, couldn't go for a DRS because it had been used up and was given LBW. So Zach, numbers are there, but मैंने emotion में बोल दिया. Ajay agrees with me. He's not out in this series.
It's about finishing the job. You know, the top 4. When you look at any ODI side, any top ODI side, you'll find that only. And if you look at the Indian team as well, what has been Indian team's success mantra? You know, they've been doing very well as a bowling unit, restricting teams to just about par or below par, and then their top 3 has been firing. So whoever is having a good day have been seeing the team through. So that's something which MS had done today. You know, he scored an innings, stayed there right till the end. This is what we've seen from the chase master Virat as well. You know, every time he has been put in these kind of situations, chasing a target, he makes sure that he finishes the game. It doesn't matter what your strike rate is. It doesn't matter how you have gone about finishing that innings. But it's important that the top 4, one of the top 4, sees the team through. That's very, very important for a team's winning percentage. You know, that will surely reflect positively on winning percentage of any team.
Absolutely. You've referred to Virat as the chase master. In fact, I've got another name for Dhoni, which is the closer. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is the closer. Coming soon. Not coming soon, coming for the last 12 years on television near you. So that's it. When you've got the chase master and the closer, and today he really was. But, okay, here's my question. So a lot of fans, and obviously you guys know the game better than us, who've not played it at that level. And I don't know if you'd also know what goes on in Dhoni's mind. I don't think anybody knows. But you also understand that it's fair for fans around the 35th, 40th over to panic a little bit.
Yep.
Because they're like, oh, it's just 2:30, it should have been finished in the 44th, 45th over, right?
Yeah.
So we also can't give them too much flack because it's fair for them to panic at that time because only Dhoni knows what Dhoni is thinking.
Oh, of course. I mean, for fans, in fact, fans have a right over all their players, and how they feel is absolutely okay. It's just that when you played the game, and it was very interesting hearing the commentary in English today. Normally I hear Hindi and Mr. Nehra, but in this case I was hearing English, and Michael Clark, and I don't know who was with him, and there was a conversation going on, and he said, listen, what everybody needs to understand, that this man who's batting in the middle has done it more times than the captain of that team, more times than the coach of that team, more times than all of them who were sitting on that dais. So he knows what he's doing, and that's why he's Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I mean, I'm adding that to it.
Yeah.
Because he understands that situation better than anybody else. The reason why he is Mahendra Singh Dhoni is not just the skills, but the number of times that he's done it again and again and again. Why is he special? If he thought like you and me or everybody else on the road, then he would not be a special player.
Yeah.
Why? The way he thinks is different, and that is why he's able to achieve things differently.
I mean, look at it. He's got a career average batting at the position that he was batting in. Yeah. Like, he's got 70 half centuries, 70 50s. And Ajay made such a good point when we were watching the game. And he said he's got 70 centuries, he's got 70 halves and 10 centuries.
Yeah.
And please share the point that you made.
No, I mean saying every time somebody walks in, you have in a limited overs game, you have 300 balls or whatever time you walk in. So say, look at Virat Kohli, Tendulkar, any of these great players that we've had in the past, and not comparing them again, they're different players. They have a chance to get 100 every time.
Top three.
Right? So when they have a good day, they end up getting 100, 120, 140, 180, and Tendulkar's got a couple of double hundreds. Whether Dhoni, the number of times he's come back not out, if you add that, and had he had those many balls left, imagine how many more hundreds he could have had.
Yeah. So and still he's got an average of 50.
But see,
335 games.
No, but on the average side, I think it works out easier for you because you get a lot of not outs as well. But you can't compare with numbers. I don't compare them. I think there are two different positions that you need to have. You need to have different skills to be a player to bat in the top three. You need to have different skills to bat at number 4, 5, 6, 7. And sometimes somebody like Mahendra Singh Dhoni is the only one I can think of who's capable of batting at 4, 5, 6 and at 1, 2, 3. Start of his career was at 3. The big game that we had in Visakhapatnam against with Sri Lanka, with Pakistan. So this man has done it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wherever. But nobody else that I can remember in my lifetime who could do this. There were a lot of players who were brilliant at the top, could never play at the back. There were a lot of players who were brilliant at the back, but could not play at the top. But this is the only man that I know or I've seen who can bat wherever you want. And he's done it for many years. And if he doesn't do it from tomorrow, it doesn't mean that he's any less than what he used to be. I think he's the greatest player that has ever played for India in one-day cricket, unless you're talking about Kapil Dev. Because then it's batting, bowling, fielding and everything.
I love how you rounded this up. I think this should really be the definitive word on this whole MS Dhoni conversation. Let's also talk about Kedar Jadhav now, because Kedar Jadhav has answered something very important. So there was this number 4 conundrum that's been happening for a while. It's been Russian roulette or a revolving door or musical chairs, whatever you may like to call it. But today, and I know Zach, and obviously it's just one game, and it's tough to make a call with one game, but did something about this feel right today? With MS at 4, with Kedar at 5, with the Karthik still to come?
Well, when you look at the squad and when you look at the last couple of years, how Indian team has gone about their business, and the areas which were always of concern was at number 4 slot. Yeah. And I personally have been saying that that's the best position for him, because at this stage he does need that extra bit of time also in the middle. That's something which is understandable, but he understands and soaks the pressure so well. Yeah. And you have seen with the Indian team that when the top 3 have not been able to deliver, when the team needs someone solid at number 4, that's where you need the experience. So if you're going to use MS Dhoni at this stage in his career, you got to maximize his experience, and whatever abilities he has in terms of getting the other players along with him. So that's something which I've been feeling very strongly. I'm glad that someone like Rohit Sharma also been vocal about it, and now MS also has been saying the same thing for a while. Got the opportunity today, has proved it. Yes, it was in many ways the tough conditions and tough challenges also he has faced. Got a bit lucky also with that drop catch with Maxwell. But the point is, if you give him that much time, he can deliver.
Yeah.
And that solves a whole lot of problems for the Indian team going forward as well. I mean, because of that, you have someone like Kedar Jadhav coming in also who is good at number 5, can chip in with the ball as well. The whole balance of the side which you're looking at in terms of all-rounder, you have more options, and that's something which will be handy going forward in a tournament like World Cup.
Well, obviously, I mean, Rohit and Zach are thinking the same because he's the boss and his star performer, after all, director of cricket operations, and his star performer, the captain. Obviously, Rohit's going to get a good season-end review, when the HR review happens with the boss. It's all
In
gonna work
sync.
out. Yeah? They're in sync. You can see them, they're working out together. And the good news is that, by the way, we should have applause and drum roll for this. This is India's first bilateral series win in Australia. Don't, one sec. They've only played 2.
Oh.
The rest have been triangulars.
Triangles, yeah.
1 out of 2. Still
I was
first,
about to say that.
The first ever.
No,
A first is a first.
A first is a first, my friends. Because I used to quite enjoy those triangulars that used to happen after, the Test series. Of course, this time it's been a bilateral, and thankfully rain stayed away today, so India has won the series 2-1. And of course, for Australia, Australia would think and will rue and will have sleepless nights over the missed chances that they had in this game. It was 2:30. They made a fight of it. But if you're going to drop MS Dhoni on the first ball, and you're going to then look at his score, and you're going to go, man.
Well, you don't usually talk about the rankings, but this was a reflection of a team who is used to winning, and a team which is learning again how to win matches and consistently win matches. That's something which was very evident from this series. I think when the pressure situation was there, you saw the team who is used to winning, seeing those situations through and winning those moments. And today was another example of team being low on confidence. You have drop catches, you have missed chances, they're a bit scratchy on the field. So on the hindsight, when they're going to look at the series, they will be thinking that yes, we could have been on the winning side.
Yeah, I mean, they dropped Dhoni at 0, and then how many did Dhoni get? 87. And 87 is meant to be an unlucky number in Australian. Yeah. And obviously, if Dhoni gets to 87, it's not your lucky day, Australia. It's his lucky day, and it was his lucky day. Got a couple of close chances.
Yeah. He's been lucky throughout the series. I mean, although having what I've seen and observed, yes, today 2 catches. First game, when he was given out wrongly, I felt in that game there was a ball of Stoinis where Siddle just managed to get his palm but missed that. Then in the game that he won in the second game, he pulled one ball, just fell short of Siddle. So he has been lucky in that sense that, things have gone his way. But you need that when you play this game. Yeah. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes things go not your way. And he wasn't in the best of form. I still don't think, if you ask me just clearly how he's batting, what I said earlier is about a general Mahendra Singh Dhoni. But, he's not been as fluent as he's ever been. He's not, driving the ball well enough so he needed a little bit of luck to come back, and we've seen that. Every inning he's only got better and better because you need those runs, and no matter who you are, confidence, you only get confidence when you get runs and you start winning games. Because he was under a lot of flack, and that plays on your mind. I don't know if it plays on Mahendra Singh Dhoni's mind.
And it should play in other people's mind as well, because that flack will just go away now. The confidence will come because he's the man of the series. He's been declared the man of the series. So, well, there you go, right? For the guy whose place was being questioned before going, has been declared the man of the series. So, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, congratulations. Yeah. As you can tell, we're all fans here, so very happy. But more than being fans, the fact that what we're saying is also, I mean, it holds merit, and it is neutral and impartial to the virtues of cricket, and there you go. There's validation in the form of him getting the man of the series. The man of the match, of course, are Chanchal, Chatur, Chalak or Chapal Chahal. Ji haan, 6 wickets today.
Chess grandmaster.
चेस ग्रैंड मास्टर
छोड़
सर,
दे।
चेस आज तो चेकमेट कर दिया इसने बिल्कुल 6 विकेट लेकर एंड इकोनॉमी रेट 4.20. आई एम गोइंग टू टीज हिम अबाउट दिस अ लॉट. 420 चतुर चालाक चहल जी 420 की. But of course 6 wickets he's picked up today, and that of course deserves a lot of applause and accolades, and definitely deserves the man of the match award, which is what he's got. So all in all's well that ends well. All is well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but India did so. But the thing is that if we go forward and we're thinking about forward, we're going to play New Zealand now. This has not really been. India can't be going to New Zealand going, all right, man, we're kings, because the Test series may have been definitively Indian. The one-day series has not been convincingly and definitively India.
See, the conditions are also completely different in New
Yeah.
Zealand. You'll see the grounds are on the small side. The wickets also are going to play differently. So that's something Indian team will have to quickly adjust, because there is hardly any time in between the series. The first match is on 23rd of this month. So,
We'll show you the schedule.
Yeah,
Here it
so,
is.
So that's, I think, about 5-6 days in between. So that's
Yes.
something which they'll have to adjust quickly. The good news is the match is in Napier, which is one of the flattest wicket in New Zealand. So that shouldn't be a hard task to adjust to the conditions.
Where is the second and third match? Does anyone want to hazard a guess on the pronunciation? Try karo sir.
Mount, I can read. And GK, come on, quickly. Step up.
Manganui? Manganui.
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 Yeah.
खुद कमाऊंगा किसी से मांगू नहीं.
Manganui.
मांगू नहीं.
Manganui.
खुद पता लगा लो हमसे मांगू नहीं.
देखो मैंने ट्राई भी नहीं किया.
Yeah, I like how you.
अपना हाथ इंग्लिश में तंग है. बाहर की बॉल कम छेड़ा करो.
बिल्कुल नहीं छेड़ी. मैंने कोशिश करी like Bhuvi to Finch कि turn the ball is, but he still left it and it didn't hit the wicket. So everything is fine.
Yeah.
So just look at it. So in the India, we'll have a look at the India squad as well, because as you know, Shubman Gill was drafted. He was sent with Vijay Shankar on the flight, but Vijay Shankar got off at Melbourne or Sydney. And of course, Shubman Gill is going to New Zealand. He's going to be part of the squad over there. Don't know whether he'll get a game or not, but there you go. Shubman Gill is there. The rest of the team pretty much looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
The rest of the squad looks the same as you had on show today. I mean, if we can get a chance to see Shubman Gill, but you know, maybe win the series 3-0 and then play him in the fourth game.
Well, I think for the first couple of games at least,
They're going to go with this 11.
They're going to
you're
go
guessing.
with similar kind of combination. That's
I don't think the
feeling
top
I'm
six
getting.
is changing. You never know with the Indian team.
Yeah, that's why I said couple of games.
Exactly. But
After a couple of games, things may
that's my
change.
call. Your call. Are the top six changing? The bowlers, they may change. You think there may be some change in the bowlers, but let's talk about the batters first.
Yeah, the only there's opportunity of third seamer. I think
Yeah.
I think Bhuvneshwar should play more and more matches. You know, that's something which is very important. He's getting better as he's bowling more. So he need some game time. Maybe Mohammad Shami, because he has played all the test matches, he has played all the 3 one-days here, might be rested for one-off game here and there. But apart from that, I think the skeleton of the team combination is going to be pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You know, they'll probably go in with 2 spinners. They like to have 3 seam bowling options, whether it's a third seamer as all-rounder or the pure bowler. That's something which will be up for debate. But Kedar Jadhav for sure should be part of the playing 11. He's had a good outing as well here, so that changes the balance as well, provides that 6th bowling option. So that's something
below
which
the sea level bowling, as
yeah,
Sunny Bhai likes
has
to call it.
has worked.
Yeah, it works, but it's always worked. It's almost been the golden arm, like, you know, used to go to it, and you would always have Dhoni calling from behind to Kedar, sort of almost like they were running a parallel operation, and it would just work, like from the Champions Trophy, like you'd see it working.
Yeah, it would work. New Zealand could be a little different. I feel that 2 spinners you might get tested there. A couple of grounds are really small, you know, and both are leg spinner and Chahal. Not talking about Ravindra here. They like to toss it up. If you see when somebody gets after them, it's not like 4-5 singles. I make the distinction between the kind of bowling. The grounds are smaller, so you could get hit for a couple of sixes because New Zealand is a better side.
Yeah.
It is a better side than Australia for sure at the moment. So it could get a little tough there. And the way I look at it, I think this is your best opportunity to get practice for England, because nothing comes close to England wickets that New Zealand wickets. Australia is nothing like England.
Yeah.
It'll be totally a different sort of play that you will play. So if you can actually play your best 11 there, and then you can come back, you've got 5 more games in India and try whatever else you want. I think if you get your best, Mumra is not there, I understand, but play everybody else in, get used to what is going to happen in England. The game that we played in the last 3 matches, the pattern won't be this, like what you saw a pattern here. It'll be a different pattern in New Zealand, smaller grounds. So I have a feeling that you might get, it'd be tough to play both the spinners together.
Virat did say that first about the ground and about the wicket. He said that this was not an easy wicket to bat on, and even though we won, this is not a wicket we liked. It's just that Kedar Jadhav and Mahendra Singh Dhoni are professionals and they got the job done. Not an easy wicket to bat on. The other thing that he did say was that the team is feeling very settled and very balanced with the World Cup in mind. So now that Virat has started talking World Cup in mind, I think we can also start talking. We were not talking.
We have been talking for a long time about the World Cup.
I have not. Ajay bhai once told me that it's very far. We should not. We should talk about this.
No, because you can't talk about proper World Cup right at the moment because of the combination. Because a few players have been rested as well. Like that Bumrah is definitely going to be part of the World Cup too.
So I remember this conversation of ours, which was about 6 months ago. Where are those guys? There are 3 guys missing from that team in this team, and they're still settled. So I'm saying I keep listening, observing. Because at the end of the day, it's the Indian captain, what he says, you have to listen to. So they're preparing for the World Cup and it keeps changing.
Well, team selection, much like marriage, the more you think it's settled down, the more it can be unsettling. You never know what happens when. My wife doesn't watch, it's fine.
Sure?
None of you send her a WhatsApp clip of this, alright? I'm gonna find you. Alright, well, let's have a look at the New Zealand squad as well, because this is a harder opposition than Australia, fair to say, than current Australia.
Absolutely, I think better balanced team, better in terms of confidence as well. You have good balance. Martin Guptill is a solid player, and Captain Kane Williamson.
Yeah.
You know that there are 4 batsmen in the world who always have been competing amongst each other.
Smith, Williamson, Root, Kohli.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have one of them. So it's going to be a tougher series than the series which we just finished.
Guptill, home conditions, always dangerous. Colin Munro, such an exciting batsman.
So look at that lineup. People who can take the game away. Ken Williamson, agree?
Yeah.
Martin Guptill, agree? Ross Taylor? Tom
Experience,
Latham? Colin Grandholm?
Grandholm, that's right.
Yeah.
Colin Munro. These are players who can take the game away on their own. So
with the bat, and those are all their bats, and the rest are bowlers.
And now come to the bowlers. You got Trent Bolt there. Mitchell Stansner, who's just come back into the side, who bowls left arm spin, and he's come back. So he's going to play that middle role. Most Indian batsmen don't like left arm spinners. Let me tell you, the middle order that you have don't enjoy left arm spinners, except probably Kedar Jadhav is one who enjoys him.
Ish Sodhi did well against Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
In a couple of games.
So actually they have good balance of spin and fast bowlers as well. Loki Ferguson is one of the quickest bowlers around. Trent Bolt, we know how much damage he can do. Tim Southee and Trent Bolt, that's something has always worked in tandem for New Zealand. They got a great test record and one-day record as well. So when you look at the balance of the side, I think this is going to be the series to watch out for.
They'll be woken up. We've had a nice summer in Australia.
Yeah.
But this will be tough. And I have no doubts that India is a better side. They will wake up and probably deliver, because you've not had your openers do well. You've not had a lot of players exceptionally do well. Unless they do that, then you will struggle in Australia.
And of course,
New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yeah. We also have Simon Dool, who's going to be joining us on Cricbuzz Live when the New Zealand games happen. So we're always happy to see him. We love him here at Cricbuzz, and we know you like him as well. So Dooley is going to be joining us as well. But we do have one part of business which is still left to conduct. The joy factor. Show you the question. Just let you ponder once again. Just show you the question before you show you the answer. So the question is, only 2 people have this specific achievement in Test cricket, minimum of 50 matches being the qualification. One of them is Chris Martin from New Zealand. Who's the other? We gave you the clue in the mid-show, in the mid-innings break, was that it's an Indian that we're talking about. The answer is Bhagwat Chandrasekhar, and the record we were talking about, that you have more wickets than runs in Test cricket. He's got 242 wickets and he only got 167 runs. So to come back to the question Zach asked me 4 hours ago, is the answer a batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder?
They're the real bowling all-rounders.
Real bowling all-rounder, right?
And they're very popular, I must say.
Yeah.
All the bowling all-rounders are popular.
You mean like
across
you,
the globe.
Ashish Nehra?
Everyone. We fall in that category.
And we are with some greats. Yeah, you're with some greats. One of the greatest of all time, Bhagwat
See,
Chandrasekhar.
another a good example that you don't need an all-rounder in your side to be a great side.
That's right.
You know, that was one period where you won overseas. There was one period where Indian cricket was doing well, and he was one of those quartet of bowlers who could not bat, but they could all bowl.
Yeah, they could all bowl, and boy, could they bowl. And the quartet we're talking about, Chandrasekhar, Bishan Singh Bedi, Rapali Prasanna, and of course Venkat Raghavan. So, sorry?
Sir Venkatraghavan.
Sir Venkat Raghavan, of course, yes. And Bishpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you still, do you still call him Sir, I think?
Of course.
Yeah. He was one of your early coaches, wasn't he?
Of course, I mean, if you've grown up in North India, I mean, I think he's been coach to all of us. I mean, in North Indian cricket, if they learned how to fight or to be competitive against the West, it started early in the late 70s and 80s. And Bishpa, whether he was in Delhi, whether he was at Punjab, I mean, there's a story about Bishan Paji, and I used to play for Haryana, and Bishan Paji was coaching Punjab in those days. And Haryana Punjab used to have this battle that you couldn't even talk to each other, you couldn't go into each other's dressing room.
That's because you were sharing a capital, right? So everyone was always unhappy.
And,
Chandigarh ke upar la.
and then the under-19 team gets announced for India, and a couple of guys in the Punjab team, and I was in the Haryana team. He is beyond all that. So he walks into that dressing room. Well done, son. Come on. You got to play for India. Let's go start training. So he looks beyond just the team that he has in hand or people. He's always been a coach, not just for the cricket, but as a life coach as well. I wish I could have spent more time with him. I would have learned something more.
I've been fortunate to spend some time with him. Great. I mean, you're always a learning experience. We were talking about Cheteshwar Pujara's father hiring that bus, taking kids to play at the ground. Bishpa has done that as well. He was also saying, kids can't come, I'll hire a bus, I'll drive the bus, I'll drive a little minivan myself, I'll do that. His house is called Cricket Aboard, truly one of the students of the game and one of the eternal students of the game. Another person who is a great student of the game is the person who gave us the correct answer for the Joy Factor question. Who is that? Drum roll, please. Drummer has left. Jatin Khandelwal. Jatin Khandelwal Saab, Mubarak ho, well done. The correct answer is B.S. Chandrasekhar. Well done. Wow. Yes, you want to make a point about, you know him?
I think he has won it, isn't it?
He's won it before also.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I think Jatin, you won it before as well. Nobody likes to show off, man. Just stop, right? How many do you want to win? Let the kids play. What you doing? Congratulations to you. Well done. All right, that's all we have time for. The series is over. Sad face. But of course, we'll be back for the New Zealand series. We'll be here. And this has been super fun. Thank you so much, Mr. Ajay Jadeja. Thank you so much, Mr. Zaheer
Thank
Khan.
you, GK. It's always fun working with you.
It's always. So this can't call this work, can we? Yeah?
We're blessed.
It's fun.
Hang on, actually. Don't let the accounts team hear that. Right? We'll say that after the check comes. All right. Of course, it's always fun here on Cricbuzz. We hope you had fun watching Cricbuzz live. Do send us your feedback. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Aren't we? Are we? Yeah?
Yeah, we are everywhere.
I guess we are now.
Everywhere.
We are on Cricbuzz.
I guess we are now. So reach out to us on social media. And of course, stay tuned to Cricbuzz because we have a lot of great stuff coming up, including Stranger 11, which will be coming in a few days from now. I'm Gaurav Kapur. And on behalf of our entire Cricbuzz crew, it's goodbye.